Let's go. It is time. I got my shades on, as you guys just saw. We're ready to rock and roll. Big game. Obviously on Friday against the Padres. It's Tim Rogers, Dodgers 2080. This is the Blue Madness podcast. This is more of a last minute thing. Talking with my guy Showtime LA about doing this. Just briefly, he sent me some really cool prospect stuff. So let's talk. I know that I'm going to just throw this out there now. Get that out there. But yeah, we got a lot to talk about. We have this is the biggest game for the Dodgers since the 2020 World. Well, no. Game 5 against the Gigantes. So this is it. This is the biggest game since then. Like I'm saying, there is no tomorrow for the Dodgers. It's win or go home for both these teams. Nothing. Let's be honest. It doesn't get better than that in terms of just as a baseball fan. But at the same time, I am stressed out. I wouldn't be surprised if most of you weren't. We won the Bush trade. Yeah, I agree. No doubt. Michael Bush is a nice player. He's not a game changer. And so good for us. Zaire Hope, Jackson Ferris in the house. I mean, geez, that's a great trade. Let's see. Riding or dying with the Dodgers tomorrow. Ooh, you put 1,200. Oh, let's go. Let's go, Life Journey. Hey, putting your money where your mouth is. Again, I'm sorry about the background a little bit, and I know things get a little out of whack with the voice and the video. Working on that. Miguel Rojas at the Commerce Casino probably. Yeah, he's getting ready to sit. Let's go straight into it. So I'm gonna I want to talk pitching because that is the thing. Pitching's gonna stop. I do have some faith this offense will do okay. Yeah, 2 consensus top 50 prospects. Yeah, they're gonna be top 20 soon. Give it a couple years. I am deathly against starting or including Yoshinobu Yamamoto in the pitching rotation at all. Only if it's a real blowout. The Padres own him. Straight up. They own him. So don't even bother. I don't mind if we start with a guy like Brazier who's smart enough maybe to keep away from old Tatis and Machado. Those are the guys that do the damage. Mostly Tatis. He's been killing it. No matter what, he's been doing really well. If you go Brazier, blah blah blah, maybe a Banda again. The thing is, I don't like these guys facing the same guys, so maybe mix it up. Vesia had 30 pitches yesterday. Yeah, it would be a great script from the media. I don't give a crap about them, even though I'm part of it. I want to win more than anything. One of my concerns, I actually spoke with D-Mac about this today, and it was good to talk to Doug. I haven't talked to him since he got out of the hospital. That the Dodgers, Japanese players show deference to Yu Darvish. You don't see any smack or anything like that, any attitude at all when Shohei's hitting against him. He's 1 for 8 lifetime against him. That's not good. That is not good. And Darvish has really been really good against the Dodgers. I'm going to get some things ready to go. Darvish versus Dodgers, and no one's going to like this stuff. That's for sure. Let's see, is that working? All right, here we go. Darvish against your Los Angeles Dodgers. He owns them. Lux, Muncy, Freeman. Freddie might get a little bit. Edman is up there. So It's and really, let's give Mookie credit. That easily could have been a home run in Game 2 off Darvish. That would have changed the game. So, Hope and Josue in the Tulsa outfield like I need water. Yeah, no kidding. Bring them up fast. Get those guys going. No reason to have Josue and Zaire to be 27-year-old guys trying to break through for the final time, and then you trade them once they kill their value. Bring them up. But yeah, Darvish has been really good against the Dodgers. There's no doubt about that. Now he is starting on a shorter day of rest, right? So I'm going to go Darvish game log. Yeah, I was going through this with Doug today. We were chatting quite a bit about this. We're both, heck no on Yamamoto, and this bowing down and all that stuff. This is not the time. All that respect, it's a little too much for me. So you clearly see what Darvish did, but let's go backwards now, okay? So we're going to go back to when he came back. Okay, he came back on 9-4. 2.2 innings, gave up a bit. That doesn't really count. That was his first game back. But the next game back, he came back with a 5-day rest. Okay, between the 4th and the 10th, that's considered a 5-day rest. And 5 innings, 2 runs. And then a 5-day rest again. 6 innings, no runs. Comes back again. 5-day rest. 6 innings, 2 runs. 4-day rest. Remember, he's 38 years old. Dodgers will have seen him again now. But even going back to like the opening week, that one doesn't even count. These are, he does a lot of 5-day rest. And so that's what he's used to. I'm going to leave this up because I think it is important. You guys can keep track as we talk about this. Absorb the numbers a little bit. I'm not a fan of them. Darvish, like I said, has been very good against the Dodgers. We will win tomorrow. That's what we have to. Yamamoto versus Padres. Yep, 13.5 ERA. He shouldn't even be talking. Let him start game 1 if they advance. That's a good deal. The Mets did nick up Yamamoto a bit, but I'm confident that that's a better matchup. Padres own the guy 3 times, 13.5 ERA. That's just done. You can't do that. If they do that, the Dodgers are going to be in trouble and will have to chase the game. I'm not saying Flaherty's going to be much better. That's why maybe you pitch him in the middle innings, find a spot for him. The usage that what Doc did yesterday, really, really well done, Dave Roberts. Bravo, bravo, bravo. However, and I was tweeting about it the whole time, Lendenack should have been in there earlier. When it was 6-0, maybe. When it was 8-0, oh, heck yeah. Why the heck did you let Machado see Blake Treinen again? Why did you let Tatis see him again? Insane. I don't understand that. Now Machado and Treinen Machado and Tatis, I think have both seen Treinen twice, and those, maybe tomorrow again. One of the keys to a bullpen game, especially if you're going to mix them up quite a bit, is you got to have where, oh my gosh, I have never seen this guy before. I haven't seen this guy. Even though I do think Treinen kind of owns Machado, not Tatis. Just means they're due against Darvish, still nursing a start. I don't know. I haven't heard anything about that. Speaking of bum ankles, Freddie does do well against you. I'm concerned about the defense. I say go Kike in center if they're going to go with Freddie. Yeah, Treinen does own Machado, so that's good. He knows how to just get him flustered. I think Brazier, even though it will be 2 starts in a row, I think he's smart enough. He knows how to pitch. He knows how to handle that stuff. He might be able to get her way. The key is we got to punch them in the mouth first and just keep punching and punching and punching. The Dodgers did a good job of that. They buried them. That's what you have to do. There is no let up. You cannot give this team, Los Padres, a chance to come back. I don't know if Freddie has any power right now. We'll see. He may not even play tomorrow. Maybe it's going to be Taylor or Pages in center. I don't care. I know Taylor was terrible yesterday, but there is versatility. They were doing the movement of Taylor between Taylor and Hernandez. Those were just smart things that the Dodgers were doing, is using your strengths, putting your strengths where they belong. Rojas is too hurt. He can't be out there. Just no freaking way. So we shall see what happens. I don't think this has any postseason in it. But, the last time we spoke, we talked about Mookie. He was the cover boy last time. Talking about legacy. Mookie Betts stepped it up. He really did. He's been good. 4 for 9 in the last 2 games. He had that other one where he should have been a homer. Yamamoto's prime Kirsch versus every other team. Then he turns into postseason Kirsch against the Padres. Exactly. And so, real quick, I have a dilemma. I want to go to that game tomorrow. However, I have been to 3 elimination games. 2015 against the Mets, 2017 against the Astros, and 2019 against the Nationals. I don't know if I could take another one. I'm just figuring it out. Got to see if it's worth the drive, all those types of things. Yep, small ball. Edman needs to bunt. Yep. One thing we've learned is Miggy Rowe doesn't know how to bunt. And that's criminal. That is criminal. I'm surprised. I'm really shocked. He needs to really keep working on that. He can work on that while he's getting better. Maybe he'll be good next series. I hope so. Miggy's important. I know the play he made Miggy and Freddie shouldn't have been on the field, and it cost them. It cost them that game. That should have been a 2, maybe a 3-run inning, maybe less. And let's stop letting Peralta beat us. Good Lord. Yeah, Edman needs to bunt when people get on base, and the run. Ohtani should be at least third every time. Yep. I agree. These are times you just got to make things happen. Darvish takes a long time to get to the plate. Higgie's fine behind the plate, but if your pitcher's taking a long time to get to you, it's a different story. The key also with Darvish, you must punch him hard in the first 3 innings, or it's done. Or else he's going to start cruising, and the pitch count's still 70 pitches after 7 innings. At the same time, boy, the Padres screwed up with Cease in that game. That should have been Martin Perez. That easily should have been Martin Perez. That was dumb. Cease wasn't ready. All of a sudden you're doing that to him. I don't care what the player says. If they're not trained for it, it ain't going to work. You took too much of a risk. That was dumb. And they could have had Cease and Darvish ready for tomorrow. But hey, we'll take it. Schilt's making mistakes. The big nerd out there is making mistakes. We'll take it. He's kind of playing a weird game these days. I don't know what the heck is going on with him. Like I said, I've said it on here. I think he's a weirdo. Team of prospects, will you consider top 100 worthy? Ooh. I think there's 6 to 8 guys. Well, yeah, we already talked about. We'll do that. Well, let's do that. Let's play a little bit of prospect game. Just take a little break, and then we'll dive in some more. My man Showtime LA gave me some information, which I appreciate. This was the home run the Zaire Hope hit in Goodyear, Arizona. By the way, Goodyear, Arizona, future home to Buc-ee's. It's coming soon. You can see my guy right there, Showtime LA. Exit velocity of 110 miles an hour. Distance 470 feet. Holy smokes. Just got to stay healthy. But that guy's got some. He's strong. The guy, he's got one of those. He's got a huge core. And then the other one, Eric Swan. Now he's a friend of the show, and big guy throws really hard. It's a matter of command. So today he was electric, generating 12 whiffs on 32 pitches. Yeah, his stuff it does grade out extremely well, but his command has hindered him. It's a problem, but the stuff is there. It's one of those things where he just gets it going. If he can start zooming it, remember Kershaw when he came up didn't have the best of commands. I know I kind of always will default to certain outliers, but Swan's a big kid. Some of it's just getting the mechanics as they grow. Oh, you can't see the screen. Sorry. How about now? Let me go back to that. So yeah, there's Eric Swan's information, and then all the gory details, and then there was the and there was the Zaire Hope home run there. Thank you for catching me. That's why you're one of the moderator. Yeah, if Yosh Hep's in the house, if Yosh is going to start, he has to have a short leash. Yeah, like first hard hit. I mean, he's that first hit. We can't do it. I just think you got to start Brazier. That's who I kind of go with. But and hopefully, like I said, hopefully the Dodgers mix it up. But let's go. I want to take a look at prospect links. Come on. And let's go. I'm gonna pick kind of guys that are top 100 candidates. Okay, obviously rushing DePaula, talking Freeland. I have Ferris as a better prospect than Freeland. I'm not going to include River Ryan because he's out for the year. Robleski's he might crawl in there. Yoandre Vargas and Emil Morales. I want to see more of Quintero. I think I didn't like what I saw in some cases with him. Lindsay, I just haven't got my eyes on him. Zaire Hope for sure. Frasso's too old for be a real prospect. Kendall, I don't know. Edgardo. The thing with Edgardo, he might just be a reliever. Diego's dropped out. Hyun-Suk Chung, let's talk about that guy for a bit. That's a top 100 talent right there. Yeah. Heck yeah. He seems to really fit in. He seems to enjoy what he's doing out there. Maddox, we just got to get him healthy. I don't know what's going on with him. Kyle Hurt, he's out. Patrick Copen, that's another guy, okay? Chase Harlan, one of the draft picks. Jared Karras. Look at Ben Kasparius. He's on the freaking playoff roster, and he's ranked 23rd. Let's see. Who else? Keep your eye on Peter Hubick. All right. I think they got to protect him. Peyton Martin, he did take some steps back this year. So there's some real candidates for the top 100 over the next year. Let's see. Really wish they would have sent Josue and Vargas. I know. No, Vargas, we never really got a read on him. He was hurt at the end of the year, so we didn't get him. To be honest, they wanted to have either one of Kopech, Phillips, trying and warming up in the first in case there's trouble. I would not be made. Yeah, there is no tomorrow. You can't sit there and go, because there is no tomorrow. I really hope Yamamoto doesn't start. That's a mistake. Yeah, I would. To be honest, I would start Landon Knack or Ben Kasparius before I would start Yamamoto against the Padres. That's how I feel about that. The confidence is down with him, but I think, I think that there's something in there that's coming. Next year's a new year, and you just got to get past tomorrow. Win tomorrow. Well, no matter what, you're not going to play the Padres again after tomorrow. Win tomorrow, and the next opponents are going to be the Mets, and then after that, if they win that one, either the Yankees, Indians. I say it. Yeah, I said it. Cleveland, or the Tigers. That's it. And I think I think I think I just think the Dodgers can. He's got to get past this. So I think Alana Rizzo is right, but I think Mets are scary. Boy, that is a hot team. Um, oh, you got to be kidding me. They're really confirmed that he's starting? Got to be kidding me. Oh, okay. Well, I don't want this to be an I told you so. I like to be wrong. When I say something that where I predict something bad for the Dodgers, I always want to be wrong. So there it is. Gosh darn it. I think it's a mistake. It reminds me, I'm going to be honest with you, this has nothing to do with their race. But this reminds me of when Yu Darvish started Game 7 against Houston. That's it. So I think it's a huge mistake. So and just like they could have not gone with Darvish. I think there is tipping stuff going on with Yamamoto. There wasn't tipping stuff with Darvish in 2017. That's the thing. Let's go back. I'm going to go back. I hate it because I was there and everything. It goes back to Game 3 of that World Series when the Astros were cheating. And you could, they clearly had a good plan at the plate. Darvish had been excellent the rest of the playoffs. And they said, oh, he was tipping. But really they were cheating. Sorry. Chase Utley said the Dodgers didn't find any tipping. He wasn't tipping. They cheated. But they put it in his head that he was tipping. And it got in his head, especially when he got to the point. When it got to the point in Game 7 where they still hadn't figured out what was wrong, the tipping, and there was no tipping, mentally he was checked out. And he should not have started that game. That was an organizational mistake. Put him in a 5-0 hole right away. Kirsch and Kenley and Alex Wood came in, did what they needed to do. They should have bullpen game that one. Yeah. So that's what I'm looking at with the whole Darvish thing and with Yamamoto. Maybe he is tipping, or maybe he's not. But I think they have found that he was. The Dodgers did find he was tipping, so that's different. Yeah, I'm just a little bummed right now. I'm hoping Yamamoto is going to be fine. I really, I haven't met him, but I like what he seems like a really nice guy, and yeah, I just think it's a mistake, but. They got Flaherty. He's in there. I'm sure there's a short leash. You cannot let what happened to, Darvish in 2017. He should have been pulled earlier. Would have kept the game closer. And give them a puncher's chance or more of a chance. They would have gotten through. I got a feeling they would have. But they got out psyched. Can't have that. Yeah, short leash first inning. Yeah, you got to have someone ready to go. I'm just not happy right now. This is the news I did not want to see. I think it's a mistake. Again, please be wrong, Rogers. Please be wrong. I've been right about a lot of things. I've been wrong about quite a few things too. So I'm willing to deal with that. I want to deal with it. I want to win. This is not about my podcast or anything else. Anyone who says that their podcast, acts like their podcast is more important than the Dodgers. That means they're in it for the grift and not for the team. Heck, man, Dodgers won the World Series. I may end this thing after the beginning of next year. I'm dead serious because I want to enjoy that, and part of it will be doing it with you guys, and then maybe back off, turn over to someone else. We'll see. Okay, Mike, I hope you're right, dude. I hope they found whatever he was doing. Yeah. Hey, the thing is, he's too deferent. He defers to frickin' Darvish. He just does that. He can't do that. He's got to have a killer instinct against his hero. So let's see what happens. He's got to come out firing. We need Shohei. Put it this way: Shohei can, get a couple RBIs off his hero. That makes all the difference in the world. It's also an ego thing as well for the front office. Yeah, forked over heavy cash. That better not be the case. It can't be the case. Cannot be the case. Can't be a cash thing. They gotta have solved his tipping and everything like that. Like I said, I wouldn't mind him game one if they get past this, and I'd trust. I mean, Flaherty got nicked up quite a bit. Also, he gave up 4, right? I think the Dodgers could stand a 5-3 from him, and they could take a 5-3 from Yamamoto too. If he goes 5 innings, gives up 3 runs, Dodgers are going to win. All right. Yeah, here's it real quick here. Here's that thing. Padres cease start on short rest backfires. It's right over. I don't know if you guys can see my cursor. I don't know. That was a disaster. So hopefully this doesn't backfire on the Dodgers. Yamamoto does have what's his rest? Okay, he's in good shape. He started Saturday, so that's a good 5-day rest. That's a day longer than Darvish. And so that's good. I'm trying to find some positives. I mean, he's got great stuff. And hopefully, so I thought both Yamamoto and Flaherty had a couple calls that were down, especially Flaherty, bottom of the zone. They just didn't get it. Yeah, Mike, you're right. They got to come out with the same intensity. They got to want this bad. And we know they do, but there has to be some extra oomph. How about that Gavin Lux? Really happy for him. Gavin Lux went out and did what he needed to do yesterday. He put that game out of reach. My boy picked him. My boy picked him to be a big game changer. I think the idea of another bullpen game scares them since the relievers are volatile. Very true. And they've got a lot of eyes on those same guys. But, Padres they've owned Yamamoto this year. They got to have something different. There's got to be something they're going to do different. Yeah, Mookie is hitting. Such good. Gosh, it's so good. Mookie just lead us to the promised land. Hopefully, another first inning homer. A little further though, just a little bit further than the one on Sunday. Hopefully with Shohei on base. You gotta get to Darvish quickly. Now they're gonna also have a quick hook. Remember, Padre bullpen's pretty darn good. And they might be a little deeper. We'll see. We might see. But everyone's going to be going in. They'll have Flaherty backing them up. Again, by going with Cease, I think it was a huge mistake. They should have gone with Perez. At least with the Dodgers, they have 2 starters available. So if things go south, or they need to play a longer game, extra innings or something like that, they have another pitcher instead of just 1-1-1 and running out, and then you got your worst reliever. So I guess Martin Perez would be their guy. Really, really happy to see Betts do his thing. I mean, last time we were on, folks, we had a lot of lot of stuff, a lot of bad things that we all kind of felt. Draw some walks, make the Padres pitching coach come out, put some pressure on him. Yeah. I mean, with Darvish, he's usually around the plate. It's just he's got such an amazing variety of pitches. But sometimes it takes a little bit for him to dial it in, so don't help him. But this has been the case, right? That's what, like with Michael King, the Dodgers did, actually did pretty decent against him. But, he has a thing where he just throws a lot of balls outside the zone, and the Dodgers laid off, I think, a bit better. So maybe they'll do the same thing. Maybe they'll do better against Darvish, and I think just by the extra day rest, there's a lot of pressure on him. Fans, whoever's there, maybe I'll be there. We just really got to be in this game from the beginning to end. I don't like waving the towels though. If I go, I'm not waving no towel. I'll be yelling. My throat is, by the way, getting a little tired already. Kind of sucks. I'm kind of feeling it a little bit. We were at a potluck earlier today, and that was a good time, but a lot of talking with friends and stuff. Yeah. Well, Yamamoto, this is your time. Can Mookie home in four games in a row? Yeah. Absolutely. A hot Mookie Betts, it's a really good Mookie Betts. That's a really freaking good ball player. Right? That's a really good ball player. Teo's still hot. He just does stuff. Okay, there's some, real quick, there's some transactions to look at, it looks like. Of course, you get a million ads, but JP Fireisen is elected free agency. Okay, these are all the guys that got called up. Okay, so that's all it was, is JP Fireisen elected free agency. Yeah, he just didn't quite do what the Dodgers were hoping. Let's see, Lantigua. Yeah. Is you spelling it right? I've seen the name. So let's take a quick look at him. Man, Showtime LA is ready to do all the prospect stuff already, man. You got to love it. Oh, come on. Oh, you got to be kidding me. You guys stink. All right. How old is he? Oh, he's still not even 19. And he did, they got him as an outfielder. Okay, this year with Mega, 49 games, 193 plate appearances. Can you guys see? Let me get that up higher. 11 homers. Batting average of over 300, base over 400, slugging over almost 600. So OPS over 1,000. That's good. That's real good. That's a good call, man. Good call. Yeah, he stepped it up this year. But again, he was 17 last year. He's 18 this year. We shall see him in Arizona this next year. Let's see. What do we got? So what else we got, folks? What are the concerns? Let's go through the lineup a little bit. So concern about Freddie, of course, is on defense. He just... Doc, don't burn through your bench. So I don't want to have Michael Kopech or something playing first base. Or Shohei. Even though that's a good idea, right? Someone said that. What if Shohei could play first and Freddie could DH? That would be a very big disruption in the force if they did that. Make everything else weaker. But I give props to Freddie. Miggy Rowe, I'd just put him on. I wonder if he even makes next roster if he's that hurt. I go, okay, center field. If Freddie's going, I got Kike in center. If Freddie doesn't go and they go Kike at third, Muncy at first, do you go Pages or Taylor in center. With Taylor, you get a lot of versatility where him and Kike can do their switcheroo. He plays good he plays good defense. Pages not near as good. Of course, Pages has the bat. Taylor looked really bad. Yeah, Ohtani guys hurt his and close the game. Oh, Dan. Let's see. Dan, I saw something else and I lost it. I bet Freddie Tatis is on PEDs. I don't know what he's on. Yeah, Dodgers should have started Knack for 2 innings. Yeah, something like that. That's interesting. It would be a different look for each time through the order, that's for sure. I like those. I like those ideas like that. Yeah, Kike is a must play. Absolutely. Talking about prospect is my favorite thing to do when talking ball, and so I'll have something to be happy about if they lose. Yeah. Rushing for Rojas if they make it to the next round. Probably not. It would be Kiermaier if he's healthy. Not that that's providing any type of bat. I'm surprised they didn't try Mookie in center in order to. Yeah, they could do that and put Pages in a corner. Yeah, I think next year Pages is in right field and Mookie is at second base. And then I think they'll give Lux another chance at short. We call them the San Diego Padres. Yeah, we call them that. Yeah. I think Ken Rosenthal, I didn't read the whole article. I just saw the highlights about Profar, Machado, and Tatis. I think he was 100% right. I just hated the fact he did it in the middle of a series because those Padres are a team that gets fired up by those silly little things. It pisses me off. Don't do that to us. Gosh, man, it was just so stupid. I think they will have a good game plan for pitching tomorrow. Yeah, I think so too. Just you got to pull the trigger quick when things go south. You cannot let that Padre team get too fired up. Win, just take it inning by inning, win inning by inning. But I think the Dodgers, if they can just knocking Darvish around a bit and getting him out of there will be key. Or just knock him around, get 3 runs off him, good to go. How about Brazier to start the game, then bring in Yamamoto? Yeah, he has an awful error in the first inning. I know. The thing is, though, when he comes in, will that first inning be his regular first inning? Or let's say Brazier faces 3 or 4 right and ends with Machado and the next hitters, let's just say Jackson Merrill. It would be Merrill, Bogarts, Peralta, and Cronenworth. Is that a better matchup or what? That's a good question. Yeah, they are a bunch of clowns. He was 100% right. Don't do that, though, man. It just fires those idiots up. And some of those guys are idiots. Last time Brazier started the game, I think it was bad. Well, he started on yesterday, and he was good. The only way to pitch Tatis is sweepers, sliders on the left side, lower half of the strike zone. Yeah. I think Yamamoto just walk him. Give him nothing. And stop with these 0-2 strikes. These two we're just doing terrible things with 2 strikes sometimes with pitchers. Not yesterday. Yesterday was one of the best pitch games I've ever seen if you look overall. The fact that 8 guys strung all that together. Craig, what's up? My faith Craig is definitely my most faithful dude on commenting. I appreciate it. I'm going to say it. Likes and comments and all that are really good. So the things that are in the chat are nice, but they don't count as comments. So if you can comment after or whatever like that, or even during, just put a comment inside of stuff. That would be really appreciated. Yeah, it's Yamamoto. It is Yamamoto. Don't give the same part of the lineup another look at Brazier. I do agree with that. I think though he's the one guy I would trust with it because he's a real smart guy, real smart pitcher. But we'll see. If you look at it this way, if they can, let's say that they get 3 innings, 1 run with Yamamoto. That I'll take that. And then Flair, then you still got Flaherty. You would even have maybe even a little bit of Buehler. Not that I'd want to do that. Remember, Buehler didn't strike anyone out, but it was pretty darn gutsy. Pretty much anything the Dodgers do that's not in San Diego's favor will piss them off and cause them to go off. They need to be very careful to avoid anything of that sort. Yeah. Trinan comes in as opener to crush the souls of Tatis and Machado for the rest of the game. Maybe. But yeah, I mean, Merrill said it himself. Hey, it's different pitchers every time. If trash gets on, let's hope not. Fans, please do better. I know you guys aren't the problem. Let's don't have that game delayed. That was embarrassing. That should never happen. It's an embarrassment to everything. I'm terrified for tomorrow. I am too. Even if they lose, at least they battled and snapped the 5-game playoff losing streak. Yeah, I'm not going quite that far because I think we'll all be really pissed off if they lose. It always depends on how they lose too. Some of those key losses, I mean, geez, 2015, they just couldn't hit. And they should have. But it was DeGrom. They had Syndergaard come in. They had some good pitching. But DeGrom still wasn't DeGrom yet. We had Greinke, but there was the, not covering third, things like that. And then 2017, that was Doc did not make the final decision to start Darvish. I mean, he's part of that decision, but he should have pulled him earlier. 2019, absolutely on Doc for his Kershaw handling. Absolutely disastrous. Can't do that. So Doc cannot repeat some of those big mistakes he's made in the past in the playoffs. And they really shine, because if he does and they lose a game, it's over. If the Padres play mind games, the Dodgers should just turn their backs. Yep, have a huddle on the field and laugh it off. Diffusal, that right there. I agree. But be a team. We need Joe Kelly this round. I know you would have thrown at Machado and Tatis, whoever indulges some noises. Yeah. Let's see, Mike. I'm not going to be mad. I never thought they would go to the World Series this year. My prediction was 2025. Yeah, but dude, you don't have to live in San Diego. You don't have to live, and I really don't want to see the Padres win it before the Dodgers do this year, over this era, since 2020. Let Ohtani play first base. Yeah, I wish they would have, but that would have been a nice thing because he can throw now. So if Machado turns on the grass second, Ohtani will throw a 96-mile-an-hour. I wonder if Shohei could play right field, put Mookie in center. I don't know. Every pitcher needs to be on a short leash. Yep. Yeah, there is just no tomorrow. You cannot let it melt, and Doc has done that a few times. He's definitely a classic, where there's so many instances where you go, gosh, why did he pull that guy so early? And oh my gosh, why did he leave him in so long? Can't win, can't lose. I mean, at least Donnie Dum Dum would always bring in Pedro Baez, to follow Kershaw to give up more runs. Let's see, yeah. I wish he could close, but he hasn't even faced batters yet. And you know what? And I to be honest, I would have. I would have had Brett Honeywell on this roster. That's what I would. I wish he was on this roster. Maybe he could be. He provides some length, and he does know how to pitch. And I would have. He's probably, no offense to my guy, but he's probably better called than Edgardo, or maybe even Kasperius. Just because I think Doc trusts him a little more. And in fact, you could see the lack of trust in Knack, but Knack was good. Yeah, you got to have someone up every inning. I agree with that. Yep. Remember Ohtani struck out Mike Trout? Yeah, he can close. Yeah, just he hadn't done it yet. Yep, we saw that on the preview. Yeah, so I'm going to tell you something, guys. The River Ryan injury, I almost folded shop with that one. It made me sick to see all these young, wonderful pitchers go down. I almost quit. I got to be honest. It was definitely crossing my mind. It just made me ill. I just interviewed the guy like the week before. Yeah. Let's see. There are a lot of better choices than Grove. Yeah, but he's off. He's off the roster now. Yeah, River Ryan would have been a real nice guy to have. And, of course, Gavin Stone, too, right? Wish Lance Lynn was on the roster. The Padres roster. Ba-da-ba-bum. Yep. If the Dodgers go to the World Series and going to win, I see Ohtani come in and pitch the ninth to close it out. Never know. It just gives him more time. I would like to see him face batters. I just think it's good to have another option. You know? Yeah. So the Clash asked the question way back in 1982. Tomorrow, should I stay or should I go to the ball game? Just trying to figure that out. Nothing would surprise me as this gets longer. Hopefully, it gets longer and longer. Because I think there is, just like in 2015, clearest path they've ever had to the World Series. Remember, they had Kershaw and Greinke. In a 7-game series, they win those things. I have a feeling Ohtani is pitching more than we think behind the scenes. Well, maybe. It's pretty tough, though. That would be tough to do. But you never know. You never know. Dodgers have no obligation to disclose any of that stuff. So I'm good with that. Blast from the pack. Dude, I still listen to The Clash. A lot. I love The Clash. It's one band I really wish I would have seen. Well, there's many bands, but they're one of them. Led Zeppelin's still easy number one. Then Beatles 2. Dream scenario: Dodgers versus Yankees, Game 7. Ohtani hits a home run in the 8th for the lead, then comes into the 9th to close the game. The last out being Aaron Judge. That would be the most epic ever. It absolutely would. And that was kind of close to what he did in the WBC in some ways, at least the way he shut down Trout, who at the time was considered the best player in baseball other than Ohtani. Show Ohtani to pitch now faster. Yeah, we'll see. We might see it. Let's hope so. Let's hope we can see it. And again, got the rosary, got the big blue cross. Let's see. You see it? Baseball rosary. Here we go. Love to see Freddie on the bench tomorrow, ready to pinch hit for Pages late. Yeah, I'm all in on that. Wish there wasn't the 3-batter minimum. I know it's terrible. Miss the cholerics. I know. You talk about next year, but Kopech and Enriquez locked in the pen. Yeah, got to resign Maggot Trinan, my band. Me and Trinan are pretty close in a lot of things. Let me just say that. I think he's a good dude. One of the smartest guys out there. And don't have to agree with him on everything, but a friend of mine's interviewed him before on a Christian station thing he had. He's a really good person. Oh, I don't play Don't Stop Believing anymore. That was one of my favorite songs. I had that album in 1981. I can't stand that song anymore. I've just heard it too much. So I'll go with something else. I'll try to think of something. By the way, if I do go tomorrow, there's one important stop I'm going to make. So Serge Tonkin, the lead singer of System of a Down, has a coffee shop up in LA. I am going to go to Serge's coffee shop. That's one thing I'm going to do. Let's see. Yeah, I am a big fan of Mr. Serge. Yeah, it's Kavat Coffee. It's where is that location? It's up in Eagle Rock. Yeah, so I would go there first. Let's see. Yeah, I love music. So let's see. Dodgers versus Mets, then Dodgers Yankees, best postseason matchups in a long time. Hey, right away, Dodgers Padres. This is a great series. It's a great series. Sad story about an Illinois baseball lost authentication. Oh, decided to take a picture of the case and dropped. Oh no, the case broke. No. After 25 years of not touching, you broke the case. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Dan. Dang it. Let's see. Bullpen is taking biggest hit in free agency. Trinan, Hudson, Bandel free agency. Yeah, that's fine. It'll work out. Um, they'll find a way to keep building. Adamas Freed, Roki. I'm not in on Freed at all. No, thank you. No, thank you on Freed. I'll pass. I think that's a disaster waiting to happen. He hadn't had Tommy John that I know of either, so he's probably due. Regretfully. I don't know what, off season. I haven't thought about it. I just can't get past where we're at. I mean, again, I'm in San Diego, folks. I go to work with people and I hear it all day and I just get tired of it. So, and I go to church with people. I go to this, that's all over, right? All of a sudden, everyone's a Padre fan. Even guys that aren't Padre fans, hey, the Padres. Craig is so right. Snell, that I don't know. Only on a 1 or 2 year. That's it. You guys know I was all in on Snell. I'd much rather have Blake Snell going tomorrow, but we don't. That was a choice. That was a choice the Dodgers made. They also had a chance to trade for Corbin Burns. They didn't do it. This is what I'm hoping for. Who would you start tomorrow? I would have started Jack, but it's going to be Yoshi. This is a good point though by Mr. John Rod 77. Another good point, of course. Speaking of good points, where's Norm? I have a feeling that Yamamoto has tweaked whatever he needed to tweak, and will pitch great tomorrow. I hope so. I hope that's the case. That's what I hope that's the case. That he found whether it's a tipping or whatever that they figured out. If Dodgers win World Series, heavy as the crown by Linkin Park should become their anthem. Man, I'll even do Don't Stop Believing if we win. I just want to win. Yep, San Diego does have Yamamoto's number this year. I think Yamamoto would be great against the Mets game 1, but for tomorrow should have been a hard pass. I agree, but I lost. Dave Roberts decided not to call me. Can you believe that? Unbelievable. Well, we need more pitching. Continue. Yeah, just got to keep them coming. Yeah, I know Burns has been losing his thing, but I still would have liked to have him tomorrow. Would Jack have been the better option, even 3 days? But it's not 3 days rest. It's 4, so that's normal for him. Kiki, you're absolutely right. They better have Kiki in the lineup. They have to. It would be insane not to, right? I mean, right? Please. I think hopefully this weekend I could take the time. If you could, you could see there's a weird background, a little fuzz, I think, on this page. I need to try to work on syncing everything. Oh, look who's in the house. My man. Clint Pasillas of the great All Dodgers. Dodgers in 5. Let's go. Clint, find me some tickets. I want a ticket. I haven't gone yet. I still haven't bought one yet, but I think I want to go. But first, I want to see go to Serge Tonkin's coffee shop up there. Clint Nation in the house, man. It's good to hear from Clint. Dude, we just got to win this, man. Clint, we got to be able to cover the parade, right? Freddie would have been the safest option. Yamamoto's the highest upside. True. Yeah, please. Clint says, please hit the thumbs up, all that good stuff. Share. We're getting good numbers tonight. I really appreciate it. As everyone knows, I'm not consistent. And I tell you, man, I know this when this happens. Oh, dang, man. You have to do post game. Yeah, I'll do something like that too. um, if I don't go. But if worst case, I'll just do it in the car. But well, I'll do it either way, win or lose. But um, if you could make the magic happen, I would appreciate it. If it's just got to be a decent ticket for not $1 million. Some of these prices are crazy. Um, yeah, I will if I do this. I'll do something at the stadium tomorrow if I get there. I don't know if Doug's gonna be there. He's still recovering. Yeah, it would be so sweet to beat the Padres this year. That's for sure. Dodgers have 2 half-season pitchers, Glasnow, Kershaw, and they got more than that actually. So they need like 15 pitchers to cover the season, and still they ran out. The fact they had to do a bullpen game is pretty freaking insane. Yeah, the coffee shop I'm going to go to is in Eagle Rock. Serge Tonkin, he should show up so I can hang out with him, sing with him a little bit. System of a Down is one of my top 5 bands, at least right now. Sometimes it changes a lot. I feel sad if Kershaw retires. I really want to get 3K. I do want that too. Just getting here. What are Yamamoto thoughts, dude? I don't like it, but hopefully they found whatever's wrong because, as you know, as we all know, the Padres own Yamamoto. That's for sure. So is Scooble going tomorrow, or no, Saturday? I know I got a friend of mine. He's a Cleveland fan, and he was really, really just bummed that Scooble they get leaves with the tie game and then they lose. Yeah, yeah. The Wi-Fi. Oh, it's awful. It's awful. Even if you have because Clint and I can get the MLB press pass stuff, and it still sucks. Looking at the Dodgers' track record, next year they signed Jacob deGrom to join the injured. Thing is, he's not a free agent. He's still got 3 more years with the Rangers. Maybe they make a trade, or maybe they decide to make a move. But that's just another broken guy. The Dodgers need solid pitching. Yep. Well, he's a $300 million man. He has to get the ball. $325 million to be exact, right? Or 326, whatever. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it would. Let's be on a note with Clint out here because I was watching Clint when Yamamoto signed, feeding him information. We were going back and forth. Did he really do it? Confirmation. Wouldn't it be great to see Yamamoto clinch this thing? Hey, Alana wasn't lying. I mean, the Padres are a really good team. I mean, I still think at the moment they might be the better all around team, but I think the Dodgers if they do what they can do, and the Padres just come out a little, just got to punch old Darvish in the face. There you go, Mr. John Wright. Say he can sign Scherzer, Verlander, DeGrom to round out the injured list. I know. Yeah, I'm not ready to talk off season yet. Yeah, but Blake Snow would look nice in Dodger blue. I know, dude. You know me. I was all over that from the very beginning. Disappointing they went with him against the Padres this year. Went against yeah. Let's see. Yeah, it's Greg Craig that Mookie's hitting. So Muncy, I tweeted last night, right before his double, that Muncy would get a big hit tonight, and the double was a nice thing, and then he almost hit one out. The swings were looking better. So I think if Muncy can just control the strike zone, he's going to, yeah. I don't know. Clint must have yelled at Gavin again after for that home run. Yeah, Gavin's had a nice series. Really, really happy for him. Just finish it off, Gavin. Finish him off. Tommy Edman, the worst thing about the Padres with all the righties is Edman has to bat lefty. And he just grounds out a lot to first and second base, mostly first. But getting the bunt down, putting that in their thing. And, Manny had that one bad throw. I don't know if he got lazy or what, but he's had a couple bad throws. He's not 100%. Muncy and Will Smith can give us the hits we win tomorrow. Yeah, and Will, boy, what, 432 feet? I think Doug said. I think that was what Doug and I said it was. Or 434. I thought I heard 434. 430, whatever. That was a nice one, huh? I agree. Tommy Edman is a keeper. Love to have him. Yep. Gavin is him this series. My best friend at Showtime LA knows. There you go. Yep. Whoever bats eighth tonight need to get a couple of each to get the turn the lineup and give Shohei a chance to hit with runners on base. Let's see. You gotta get. Send me something, Clint, on that. Just send it to me to my email. I'll get on there. Yeah, I'd like to do that. Especially, or call me tomorrow, man. I might be on the freeway. I might need some company. How am I feeling right now? I am nervous and anxious. I am too, Benji. You and I, man. We're doing that Spider-Man point. Ohtani should go for the contact against Doyers instead of homers. Yeah, and he just needs to just go, I don't care that he's my hero. I don't care that he's my elder. I'm going to beat him up. Yep. Dodgers hit 4 home runs tomorrow. Okay, Dan. They hit 4 home runs tomorrow, and I'm gonna get you something. Come on, Doug's back is still recovering from all that tortas he pounded. More like from drinking all that crap out of a shoe. I would start the bullpen. Yeah, same amount as postseason hits as Bryce Harper this postseason. Yeah. I got to think that the Phillies are firing their manager. I know they fired some coaches. I think they're firing their manager too. I will see what I can do tomorrow. It just depends. If I'm here, if I don't go up to the game, I will be live for sure, especially if we're celebrating now. Or I might just join someone else's show, like if anyone wants to have me on. But I'll be on the internet machine, and then probably if they win, we'll do a preview. If they lose, we'll figure it out. And then, but if I'm there, I might just hang out at the ballpark and try to find some Wi-Fi. Oh, absolutely. My shoey though will be like Dr. Pepper Zero. But other than that, I will shoey all the way, and we can share it on our shows or something like that. Let's say we pass the Padres. How are we feeling about the matchup against the Mets? I just don't know enough about the Mets. They've really changed. They've gotten really good. I'll jump in with you tomorrow if you don't go. There you go. That'd be great. Yeah, or even if I go, if I'm on the if I'm on my phone or something like that, I'll dial you in or see if we can figure that out. Yeah, I think they can get to them. It's a 4-day rest, right? It's a 4-day rest. So looking at it that way, oh, no name coming through. Thank you again. I really appreciate that. Oh, you're going to be in New York City Wednesday through Friday, which happens to be the 3 road. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Go. Oh, that'd be so awesome for you. That would be so darn cool. No name coming through for me. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. But yeah, this is a good turnout. I know everyone's excited about tomorrow, and excited in their own way, right? I mean, like I said, I'm nervous. Yes, so just at the end of the game yesterday, it was more of a okay, cool. But really not much of a celebration. I celebrated a lot more game 1. Game 4, I was just so nervous. With the bullpen game, I actually had in my head that I thought the Padres would win tomorrow. That's just how I felt. I'm glad to be wrong. I still don't know what to feel for tomorrow, and that's okay. It's baseball. It's a good thing. Baseball's a beautiful thing. Man, I appreciate you, No Name. Thank you so much. Yeah, Dodgers and Mets would be epic, and the Dodgers got to get some revenge. Like I said, I was there for 2015. I don't know Clint or if anyone else was there when when they got taken out in Game 5. But that was really awful. I hated that. Um, all the first place teams are being eliminated by wild card teams. Something wrong with the system. I do agree with that. They need to fix something in there. But I think the Dodgers are past that. Oh, you're a game one? This game one? Nice. Nice. I almost went up, but I have to kind of pace myself with this stuff. I'm a really old fart. Yeah. That's so awesome. That was such an epic home run. Yeah, that was painful, man. Just watch him fall. That team. I mean, they get past that one, then they win the World Series. That was, in my opinion, that was just such a good old Donnie Dum Dum. Team wasn't quite ready. Yeah, that would have changed everything for this franchise. They would have had probably 3 or 4 championships now. Daniel Murphy, yeah, no one covering third exactly. Yep. And Syndergaard coming in for that 1 inning of relief. He just kind of, I think that was it. He kind of turn their lights out. Yeah, the Bueller game, I was definitely nervous, but wasn't an elimination game. And Walker pitches hard out. Awesome experience. Had a headache with all the cheering. I know. I got to be careful of that because I'll have to drive home. What do you think about putting Flaherty in right after Yamamoto? It just depends. I think. Well, of course, Flaherty, if he's going to pitch, he has to warm up longer. Oh, Dan. Dan says, "Oh gosh, fans should wear Astros jerseys to mess with Darvish, get in his head." Oh, you're a bad man, Dan. You're the best. Yeah, Walker did his job. He did well. Should have been 2 runs, maybe 3. Yeah, Glasnow, game changer. Wish we had Glasnow. Yep, both of you saying it. Yeah, both of you guys jinxed, huh? Nothing disappointed me more than the 2019 Dodgers losing that baby. Oh gosh. Again, they had a really good chance of winning that World Series, or at least getting there. Yeah, get those trash cans, but somehow they got to find a way to get in Darvish's head, and the best way to get through Darvish's head is to knock him around, punch him in the mouth for a few innings. If Flaherty pitches tomorrow, we win. That means Bueller's pitching game 1 against the Mets. Yep, I'll take it. I'll just I'll take it. That'll be a 7-game series, so best team will win that one. That's it. Add banging trash cans. Yeah. But yeah, the best thing to do with Darvish, you just gotta. He struggles a lot. You see that in the first inning or 2, but it's when he gets out of it and gives up nothing or maybe 1 run, then you're in trouble. He just gets in a groove. But he is 38. He'll be on 4 days rest. He's only done that once since like April or something like that. So he's going to have a lot of adrenaline. Dodgers need to, Shohei and Yamamoto need to not show deference to him. They don't need to bow to him. They've already done that enough. Go play baseball. Beat him. This team, so the Dodgers got to look at it this way. This team, the Padres, are in the way of their legacy. That they have to look they almost got to look like them as enemies. Imagine if we had Glasnow, Yama, Stone, Flaherty, Ryan. I know, even a healthy Kersh. Hot take: I know the Mets are on fire, but I do not think they can hang in a 7-game series with the Dodgers. I agree with that. Dodgers should invite all the Astros players. Yeah, that would get to Darvish. Carlos Correa. What's the guy that hit the homer? Springer. Those guys suck. When tomorrow, I'd be happier than 2021 versus Frisco. At least the hated Giants had class. Yeah, it's true. And again, I don't have to live with that. I only have a couple Giant fans at work. Managing was great. Yeah. He had a great game. Absolutely. Yep. And Sheehan, still really like him for sure. All those arms that are on the DL or IL, whatever you want to call it, just sucks. Like I said, I almost stopped doing this because of all those injuries. Just made me sick. I mean, it was Stone, it was Ryan, and later it was Stone again. Ah, gosh, come on, Dodgers doing something wrong. Any new pitchers we can expect in the next series if we win tomorrow? Can't have the same rotation we have now. I would think the only one is Honeywell. They're saying if Kelly comes in, he won't be ready till the World Series. Dan, I agree. Dodgers do need to hire you. Get all these tactical ideas for them to win. Exactly. Like I've said, they need another voice. Either Chase Utley, Dave Stewart, Reggie Smith, or Dan, or all. Get other voices in there. Would you prefer a 2020 NLCS Game 5 where the Dodgers put up 10 plus in the first, or walk off? Oh, I want to win right away. I want to. Yeah, let's go with the 10 plus. Let's just bury the crap out of them. I also load with arms. I'd take that staff over any of the majors if they were healthy. Absolutely. Tia will be a difference maker. As he's done all year, hasn't he? Because I have a prediction. You guys probably remember it. I said Teo will be the NLCS MVP. Is Kyle hurt? Yep. Yeah, I think it's Tommy John for him too. Again, right in the same time as Ryan, all that stuff. Dodgers need to put up 20 runs like they did against the Marlins, and Shohei goes 6 for 6 with 3 home runs. Yeah, let's make this historic. Let's go historic. Beat the crap out of these guys. Get her done. Make them run out of pitching. Yeah. Kyle Hurt, I thought was going to be a real important part of this bullpen. Prediction for the score tomorrow. Oh. 5-3 Dodgers. That's what I'm going for. 5-3 Dodgers. I think Yamamoto gives up 3 runs in 5 innings, and the bullpen shuts them down. Yeah, we needed those guys, that's for sure. Remember, freaking Gavin Stone had a no-hitter going against the Padres, didn't he? Earlier in the year, didn't he? All of your young guys are hurt. I hate it. Yeah, I do too. Got a plan for tomorrow. Last minute change starters and let Decoy be our starting pitcher. Say it with your chest. Let's go. It's tough. 9-4 Dodgers. I like that. That's even better. I hope Royals doesn't play Hero when he's injured. Yeah, I know. I hate that. And Freddie so the thing is, I expect both Freddie and Miggy to try to play. 28-0 Dodgers. That's what I'm talking about. But that's where management has to sit down and say no. Yeah, if the Padres, I agree. This is a good point, especially with this high emotional team. But having the day off helps the Padres a lot in that way. If you score a lot of runs on them in the beginning, they'll throw in the towel. They look demoralized after losing 8-0. I think they really thought they were going to win it in San Diego. Yeah. Got 20-0 Dodgers. Austin Barnes hits 5 grand slams. There you go. That's the 20 runs right there. And have him pitch the whole game. Tommy Edman gets game-winning hit tomorrow. Calling it now. There you go. Is it going to be from the left side or the right side? Or is it a bunt? Yeah, I'm with you, Benji. The whole training staff needs to be fired, and they need to change their pitching philosophy. Yeah, there's something to that. All that stuff. Get Yasiel to fight Manny and Tatis. Rojas is not playing tomorrow, and then Freddie's supposed to start. Yeah, but that's still. Remember, they said he was going to start yesterday, and he didn't. So you never know. Play the gamesmanship. I don't care. I like it. Why not? I know it keeps us on our toes too. Yep. Take the defense. Too important to be putting Freddie or Rojas in. I know. Ohtani has another legendary homer. That'd be great. Imagine if we had Urias and he was our Game 5 starter. That idiot. I was just talking about him with some friends tonight. Just such a disappointment. So happy you never give up on Lux, looking so good right now. Yeah, good for Lux too. What a rough 2 years, man. You know, going down like he did when he was supposed to be the starting shortstop. And he was looking good. He was looking good. Then this year, he's all yippy and just no. He just wasn't good at shortstop. He just wasn't. But I think there's just too much going on with him. But it's a good, he hung in there. He was probably really close to getting optioned. I would say within a week. I think Clint and I would think that. He was close, and then he caught fire. A little bit of slump, caught fire again. Ohtani, Yamamoto, Glasnow, Stone. Yeah, not sure. Stars need to have Bauer's mentality. Yeah, no matter what you think about Bauer, that dude should be a pitching coach for somebody. They won't. I understand that, but the dude's a genius when it comes to pitching. He understands all this stuff. Freddie's bat has enough upside to take the risk defensively tomorrow. Let's hope so, because it hurt the other day. Rojas, on the other hand, does not provide much upside, as we've seen. Yeah. And was he really playing cards midnight after that loss? Because if it is, like, he might not be back next year. That would be a huge mistake. Need to make a T-shirt. Gamesmanship, and all Dodger fans will wear it at the game tomorrow. Yeah, a little shilt and all that. I have to admit, Bauer is the best playing mind games. He is good at that. But he also knows his stuff. He knows all those mechanics. He reminds me of the old pitcher, not the fielder, Mike Marshall. He really got into the mechanics and everything like that. So, I mean, the dude's an intelligent guy. He pissed off everybody, or everyone in baseball, so he'll never be back. Who was playing cards? It was, do you see that picture? Man, better be playing cards tonight. Yeah, Rojas was pictured playing cards somewhere, allegedly at midnight somewhere down in South San Diego. I don't know what the deal is. Need to make sure Dumb and Dumber with the Machado and Tatis on. There you go. How many years does Taylor and Muncy have left? They each have one more year on their contracts, I believe. Taylor got one more. I know that, yeah, Schilt, Machado, and Profar are so punchable looking. I know. Yeah. And Tatis, I just, just remember, he was one of the guys that passed around the Bauer girl. And he's got, some kid that's going, he's not taking care of his kid, doesn't see his kid. He, hurt his team by riding a motorcycle, then went on steroids. I don't think a lot of MLB likes him. Let's see. I don't fault Rojas if he was playing cards. With the ball, bad move. And he did need a reset. I agree. And he owned that. I'll give him that too. Yeah, it was an option to play the next day. Fair enough. Still, it just wasn't a good look. People are like, stick Edman at shortstop for the rest of the playoffs. I think you have to. We'd rather keep Teo or go get Soto. As the thing says, how about both? Juan Soto wants to be a Dodger for a long time. It's just money. Yeah, Tatis is not. I don't think that's the guy. It really bothers me how, like, good friends of mine, even Christians, their kids love Tatis. I still remember back in, whenever Kobe was arrested and all that stuff for whatever happened in Colorado. I immediately got rid of all the Kobe stuff out of the house. I had young kids. And I don't know what happened with that. Innocent until proven guilty. That's the way I look at it. But still, it looked bad, and I have my kids. And with Tatis, he was guilty. He had the quote horse dewormer. He broke his wrist on the motorcycle, and then he just kind of that bumping and grinding he does. That's just gross. Come on, dude. If we lose Mookie, we'll be filming a podcast of Profile at midnight. And then we all go get him and demand that he gets traded. I think Mookie's he's a great podcaster. I just think there's a time and place. I think interviewing. I think interviewing Tatis in the middle of a series was a bad look. I think if he does anything during the playoffs with any opponent, well, anybody, it's a bad look. Maybe he knows that now. Can we get Seager back? I wish. I do too. I miss him the most by far. No, the Dodgers had a really good core, and Corey was part of it. Jock was part of it. Cody was part of it. And it's like the team's a little bit more of a bunch of mercenaries, but maybe they can get cohesive. We just signed Shane Bieber, underrated. Didn't he? He got hurt though, so we'll see where he's at. Yeah. Okay. Oh well, 10:41. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna start looking at some tickets. Oh, Tatis has become a great outfielder. Yeah, he's a great outfielder. Shortstop, he has the potential. I think it's the kind of like Nuke Lelouch, right? 5-cent head, $1 million arm. Kind of the same guy. You miss Turner. Yeah, but he's too old. Yeah, exactly. Now, hey, Justin Turner goes down as one of the greatest third basemen in the Dodgers history, and that's pretty darn cool. I don't want him back as a manager, maybe as a GM or a coach or something. I just want the next manager to be a shortstop or a catcher, maybe a pitcher too. We'll see. Anything else? Well, who knows? I have no idea what the plans are for tomorrow. I have a feeling Clint's going to be on tomorrow, so make sure it's either Dodgers territory or all Dodgers. You make sure you watch that. I miss Trey in some ways, but parking is ridiculous at the stadium. That's another factor for me too. You're just looking at all that type of stuff. So we'll see. I'd like to go. You miss Trey Sweeney. Yeah, poor guy made the last out tonight. 4 home runs. And Dan, I'm coming up with something. If they had 4 home runs, I'll probably I'll find a I'll get you some at the stadium on the way out or something like that, and send it to you. 4 home runs. That's what Dan's saying. I'm in. And as long as the pitching holds up, they win. Hopefully, they're all multi-run home runs too. All right, put some crooked numbers on the board tomorrow, Dodgers. Get to Darvish quickly. Ohtani and Yamamoto, don't bow down to Darvish. He is standing in the way of glory for you guys. Best time to get to the stadium tomorrow? Frickin' as early as you can. I'll sit there and I'll get there way more than an hour before the gates open. Just do meet and greet. Jack in the Box on me. There you go. Jack in the Box right down from the stadium there. We could hang out with the homeless back to back in the bottom of the first. That'd be glorious. Yeah, you got to punch Darvish in the face quickly. No need to bow down to him. No need to quote respect him in the game. You respect him afterwards. Boys in blue, let's get a win tomorrow. Make the league pay for the suffering of years past. Yeah, it's been rough, hasn't it? It's been rough. The Dodgers really do. I think no matter what, the Dodgers have to win tomorrow for this not to be an extremely disappointing season. You cannot lose the NLDS 3 years in a row, even though I do see better signs this year. Go Dodgers. Have a good evening, all. Yep. And stay safe out there, Mike. I know you're still out there doing things. Darvish will choke like he did for us. Game 7. Let's hope so. I'm still not over that one. Hated it. I was right there for that one too. So, okay, folks, thank you so much. We got 815 views tonight. How about that? Nice. I appreciate y'all. We didn't even get some of the normal folks, so we have some other guys come around. That's good. It's a big day for the Dodgers. Just gotta do it. It has to happen. Has to happen. For all of our sakes. But yeah, thanks everybody. And as always, man, again, I do have the cross and I have the rosary. So let's be ready for that. And let's go get it, Dodgers. Hope if I'm there tomorrow, I'll let you guys know. If anyone's going to be there, please let's meet up. So as always, thank you so much. And as always, God bless and go Dodgers.